the best way to do it is make like a frame of the ship. And you gotta think proportions. What would probably look okay, or what's gonna look goofy if it's, you know, too fat or too skinny or whatever. Like this is gonna kind of look goofy, I think, but we'll make this a little longer. Okay, so you get a skeleton here. And the first thing you want to do is kind of figure out from the top view what the profile of the ship is going to be when you're looking down at it, to see how it gets to that point of width and then kind of tapers back to the center line again towards the end. So that's kind of an okay shape, I guess. And then maybe around here we'll use a 1x4 wedge, and then we'll taper that in a little bit. Maybe like that. Okay, so we got the shape there. So the easiest way to do this is pulling a pyramid down. You don't want to... I hate trying to place like inverse blocks. It's really annoying. So you pull a 1x1 pyramid, pull it down to all the way past where you're going to cut everything. Let's say if this is the bottom of the ship, right? So if I do this, I have a full inverse block that's been placed if it was needed to be there. Okay, and then then I can just delete this. So the thing is, it starts to build the bottom of the ship for you. Okay. Oops. So we'll do the same thing. Just pull down that way. Pull. Make sure you go past the bottom there. Okay. Now when you want the transitions, that is a little bit trickier, and the way to manage that is kind of doing the same thing here, where you have to figure out where you want the transitions to be. So let's say if I wanted it to be at like a midpoint here, you'd want to draw a line through on your skeleton, and then from at any point underneath there, you could delete all this stuff, and then you start to taper it inside some more. And it's going to take a large amount of time to find the right transitions with the inverse blocks of 1x1 and 2x1s and that kind of stuff. Oh, actually, we can try some right here. We'll just delete all this stuff. Okay. Alright, so we can fill this stuff in here. That's good. Alright. Okay, now let's say we want the ship to taper in. Use another pyramid. I guess some 1x1s. I'll switch it up. So you notice the direction you pull it. When we're doing it from the bow, we're pulling it down and diagonally. Now when you want to do it going towards the center line, you just pull it in towards that skeleton. And that's why that skeleton is really useful. You see that's doing all the inverse stuff for you. So this is alright. We'll need to find a pyramid that fits in that. It's probably going to be a 1x1. Yeah. So we pull that in, same thing. Go past the point if you can do it. There you go. Let it mess up like that, so that way we can clean it up. Okay. This is okay being messed up right here because this is just the keel. So at that point, it's all, 1x1 pyramids. Yeah, come on. So this point where it crosses over, anything beyond this is not going to exist because the way that this is tapering off, it's going upwards this way. So you can see that we've got this filling in pretty good now, right? So then you can get rid of this part of the skeleton. You don't need it anymore. And that's how you would manage the transition there. This one would probably need adjusting. I think we'd need to probably need to put like an inverse 1x2. Yep, okay, there we go. So there you go, you've got a transition from one style to another, and this is going downwards, and now this is transitioning to pull it into the center line. And that's how you would do that. It can get really complicated, so I really recommend using a skeleton.